Good morning. Listen. Hi, everybody. We getting started in a little bit. I'm a little early. We had to go home today because we were having internet issues once again. Oh, there appears to be news. All right, everyone. Trying to read. Thank you, Dan. We're trying, Andy. Here. Having a nice rally right now. Let's see why. Yeah. Give me 1 second. Looks like it's I don't know. Goldman released a statement. Morgan Stanley released a statement. When did this start? 11:58. So could have been Goldman, could have been Morgan Stanley. Besant said de-escalation with China. Sees de-escalation with China. Situation unsustainable. That could be it. Who knows? I don't. Nice, Cyrus. Can barely hear me. Okay. Let me adjust my. Oh, well, I'm all the way up, actually.
Hello, everybody. Hey, Matt, how are
There
you?
he is. Pretty good. How are you?
Good, 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 good. Let me just turn up my. Just found a really nice looking stock. Surprised to find such a good looking stock. Then I look at the earnings, and earnings are on the 30th. I just can't get a break. Hey, everyone. Let me just pull everything up here. Pull up YouTube. Say hello to everybody. And we will begin. Are you on YouTube, Matt?
Yeah, we're on. We're streaming.
Yep, you are. You are. You sure are. All right. Hey, David. Hey, Richard. Hey, Steve. Hey, Peter. Hey, Terrence. And let's say hello to everybody here. We got Dave. We got Mike. Michaela. Michaela. Is it Michaela? Did I get it right? Richard. How are you? How are you, Richard? John. We got Dawn, not like they were once only wire. We got Dawn, we got Michael, we got Jill, we got Ken, we got Cyrus, we got Gitano. How you doing, Cyrus? Ken, Richard. Oh, you can't see me. All right, that's not good. Matt, you should have said something.
I thought it was on purpose.
What'd you say?
I thought you were doing it on purpose.
Nah, I don't do anything on purpose these days. Hey, Gus. Hey, SB. We got 7-1. Leola. How are you, Leola? We got Adam. We got, I haven't shared my screen yet. No, not yet. Zoom user, Peter. Good morning, Peter. Or actually, good afternoon. Stacy, Gaetano, Richard, Christian, Zoom user, iPhone, Ernesto, Tara. Moondog is in the house. Moondog, how are you feeling? Hope you're feeling well, Moondog. Petro, Anil, Gaetano, Joy, Catherine, Santiago, Sherry, Robert, Jason, Susan. Yes, definitely uncertain. That's what I was trying to say this morning. Gaetano, Phil, Stacy, Mario, Ken, Steve, good day, everybody. Now, you might have noticed that I am at home. We're having internet problems at work. You should open a t-shirt company for traders. You know what, Christopher? It's not a bad idea. Um, it would probably do pretty well, too. Let me share my screen. Why is the room light? Is Kane having a class or something right now? Sustainable sounds like somebody. Richard says my analysis this morning was off. I thought we would continue downtrending, but this business you got to be able to pivot. Absolutely, absolutely, Richard. Rehab to get me back to the gym. Gotcha. Robert says sounds like Besset had a closed door meeting saying that this tariff situation is not sustainable with China and the deal could be soon. Okay, I don't know any of this. I'm just reading what you guys are writing. But anyways, we'll see what happens. Let me go ahead and show you TC2000. Loving this stock right here. I was looking at it just now. By the way, if you guys were in the morning show, Larry, who said if we too much noise in the channel, he wasn't actually referring to me. He was referring to he sent me an email. He wasn't talking about me and politics. He was talking about just all the chatter, all the chat that was going on in the channel. So just FYI. Um, oh, they're discussive tariffs. All right, that'll be interesting. That'll be very interesting. Well, anyways, we're here. All of us are here together. Am I the only one who cannot see my screen? Chris, if you can't see my screen, go here. I could actually see my own screen because I am on, we're broadcasting on YouTube, so YouTube wouldn't be able to see my screen. So if you can't see my screen, go right there and you'll be able to see it. But most people can't see my screen. Now, a few things. We are, and I'll talk about stocks in a second, but I wanted to show you SPY and I wanted to show you something. Right now, we got this. Who drew this? Did I draw this? Or maybe I did draw this. Hold on a second. Ah, I did draw this. That's fantastic. Here we go. You see the 8-day EMA, how we're touching the 8-day EMA? There's a resistance there, and there's the 15-day EMA. Now, we already went down once. If we break down from this area right here, we still have the 15-day EMA. After the 15-day EMA, we got a nice little air pocket after we get past this high volume bar, which is at 548.40. Okay. Hey, Pat, how are you? Economic won't last or replace 100 years. You're probably right, Dan. You're probably right. You can close your chat anytime you want. Drink. Oh, absolutely. 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 All right. So folks, the bottom line is this is right now. I mean, it's a blip. This is just a pullback. This doesn't mean anything. It's meaningless. But what I do like about it is the fact that it's violating the 8-day EMA and breaking through that area. Uh, the fact that it's above yesterday's high, that's very, very good, especially on the Dow. That's very, very good. And Matt, if you hear any news coming out, please share the wealth, okay? I like that.
Hmm.
I like that quite a bit. But the problem is VIX is still above 30. We're still in a danger zone. Absolutely nothing has been resolved. All right. Absolutely nothing has been resolved at all. At all. Now, what's positive for today is the Vold. The Vold is doing completely the look at the Vold yesterday. For anybody who's having difficulty timing this market, I totally get it. I mean, look, the Vold goes down all day long and look at it. Look at it. I mean, this is just insanity, right? This is what happens when you have a news driven market, folks. And so we have to be extra cautious, extra careful, extra strategic. You understand? We can't just trade like we normally do. We're not in a normal situation right now. And speaking of the Vold, if you look at the Vold today, I mean, it's been just going up straight. And what do we say about the Vold? We never, ever, ever go against the Vold, right, Matt?
Yep.
What happens when we
Can't
go against the Vold? Pow! We get
always.
slapped.
Yep. Yep.
We get slapped all the time. Now, I wanted to talk about exactly, Chris, exactly. Bloomberg just put a story that Besant says sees de-escalation with China. Current
Yep.
is unsustainable. Really? I love that.
Speaking at JP Morgan.
Speaking what?
I'm sorry. Said he was speaking at a JP Morgan event in Washington.
That's good. That's good. Excellent. Excellent. That's right. You can make losses so early. Yes, 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 yes. Very easily in the market right now. It's really, really easy. It's really easy to lose money.
That's
Really
not
easy.
new from him, though.
No, it's recycled. It's not new information.
Well,
Folks. Go ahead, Matt.
so to say, I do think that happened today, but that's the same thing he's been saying for a week or 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So I don't know why we're rallying off that.
Well, you know how often that happens. It's called recycled news rally. Have you guys ever heard of that term before? It's called recycled news rally, and it happens all the time. Let me explain to you how it works. News services don't have anything to report. And if they haven't reported a story yet, he's going, "Hey Jody, how are you?" They're gonna report a story. They're gonna report a story that's old, and hoping that some. All right, I got to back up. I'm dealing with people who don't really understand how things work. Okay, I want to explain this with you. I'm going to back up. I'm really going to explain this to you so you guys understand it, folks. What drives prices right now?
News.
News. Okay, who trades based on the news? I want them to have an aha moment. That's why I'm going backwards.
Mm.
Buyers, sellers. How about algos? How about algos? Do algos trade? Algos. How are algos programmed? What's one of the ways algos are programmed? And you guys, yes, Robert, man, it's so easy when people are in tune with me. Read what Robert just says. Yes, Ken, no, no. Look at what Robert and Ken just says. And if any of you followed my advice and read the Market Wizards book, then you would know that traders have been doing that for 40 years now. Institutional algos react to buzzwords. No, not levels. No, no, please. You don't need to guess anymore. Ken and who was it? Who was it? It was Robert
Robert.
K. Robert and Ken said it. There's no reason to guess. You don't need to guess anymore. So no, no, Peter, no, not the 50-day. This is totally different. Algos, not institutional, not investors, robots, robots. There are robots that are spiders right now, buying and selling, buying and selling. And when they hear a buzzword, they go into overdrive mode. You guys understand? Words that are programmed in from the AIs, words that have something to do with the economy, like China, interest rates, tariff, Basent, things like that. These things are buzzwords. This has been, by the way, this has been going on. This has been going on since the early 90s. And by the way, a trader in the Market Wizard book took advantage of this. I always tell you, take advantage, read the Market Wizards book. No, Michael, I'm not amazing. I've been just doing this for many, many years. So let me continue this. So do you guys want to hear more about this? Saliba, no, Saliba wasn't doing this. No, but I don't, to be frank with you, I don't even remember the guy that was. But when I read it, I almost fell off the chair because that was really forward thinking back in the early 90s. They had a freaking machine that would pick up on words and they would get an alert anytime that would happen. It wasn't no, it wasn't Cicada, it wasn't no. I would remember those guys. It wasn't any of those guys. But I don't remember, but it's one of the it's in the first two Market Wizards book. It's in one of the first two Market Wizards books. Okay. So yeah, they take basically the algos. The algos go through the AI goes through the every day through the news, comes up with a list of buzzwords. Those buzzwords get programmed for the bulls and the bears, and algos, when they hear that, they go to work. So what you're seeing a lot of the times, you got to make sure. See, I thought we covered this, but I guess we didn't. I guess I should cover everything. But so what happens is the the algos don't know if the news is new or if the news is old. So they react like the news is new every time we hear it. And traders see the momentum and they follow the move in. Now, do you see what you just learned today? Do you think you would have learned this anywhere else today? Is there another webinar, do you think, that would be more important than to teach you what I just taught you? And if you think about it, you're like, hey, that makes perfect sense. Why wouldn't they do that? They do. They've been doing this for years. I mean, no, they've been doing this for decades. Yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. They program it. I'm telling you, they've been doing it for years. They just do it in a better way right now. Absolutely, Cyrus. Absolutely. Yeah, they use so they and it's legal. It's 100% legal. Now think about it. If you had unlimited budget, wouldn't you be doing the same thing? You tell the computer to read the New York Journal to get a bunch of keywords. You take those keywords in short sentences. You program into your Alexa. Alexa listens to the news on every station in real time. When she hears those phrases in any order, it fires off signals. You don't even need to program to do that. Robert says, yeah, they do it. Yeah, yeah, of course. I'm just, I'm giving you I'm giving you the one, the simpler. You're the only one who crafts critical information into our trading tools. Thank you, Carlos. I appreciate it. Yeah, the buzz. Yes, they do. They do. They do exactly that. They do exactly that. They key off the buzzwords. Ken, anyone else? Have I ever mentioned this before? I've been like in the last 7, 8 years. I told you the story about the guy in Market Wizards. I told the story. I know I told the story how they used to do this. That's funny, Richard. We have that at work too. Yeah, see, Ken said, I've said it before. It's not the first time I'm saying it. It just might have been a while. Uh, I did say it before. And not only did I say it before, if you read my favorite book, you would have read that same article. They do it, and they've been doing it for a while. And they've been doing it now 100 times better than they used to do it 40 years ago. So yes, yes, yes. So folks, this is why it's critical that you tune in. Um, Robert says they do word counts on how many times the word is said or mentioned. They absolutely do. You know why? Because it's effortless, because computers are doing it. It's like your spell checker in your Microsoft Office. But let me explain to you why. Do you know why I read the morning report? And do you know why Matt has headphones on in the office? Because he's listening to news in real time, and we need to get through the morning report because we need to make sure what news is new or repetitive. So that when we hear a report, we know, hey, this is old news. I'm going to take advantage of this. So let me give you a scenario. Let me give you a scenario, a good scenario. By the way, Volt is still going up. Look at this thing. Straight up. Proof of life. So let me give you a scenario. Were they able to do this? Yeah, Marlin, Market Wizards 1 and 2 was written in the 90s. They were doing this in the 90s. They weren't doing it as crafty as they're doing this now. I'm explaining this to you, Marlin. If you read Market Wizards 1 and or 2, in one of those books, and I don't remember which trader it was, but there's a trader in there, and he was an options trader. Might have been Tom Baldwin. It might have been Tom Baldwin. I just don't remember. And this guy's telling us how 40 years ago, they're using keywords, buzzwords to trade off. So he listened to, so back then, so let me give you more information. So back then, they would use the squawk box. The robots would pick up the squawk box. Okay? Now they just pick up they're just keyed into, Reuters or whatever, Global, whatever the news terminal is, and they get it straight from there, and they just fire off. Now, let me give you a scenario. Let's say we're looking at a stock like um like this one, like MSTR, for example, okay? And let's say that some news comes out right now, and it's rehashed news from a week ago on cryptos. And this thing goes right to the VWAP. And I know because I follow news that this news is old news. I'm going to buy at the VWAP and I'm going to make $5 very fast. And you guys have seen me do that before multiple times in the pit. Robert, I mean technologically old. I understand what you're saying. Yeah, yeah. But do you see the point I'm making? So it's very advantageous to know if news is new or old because you're smarter than the algo, and a lot of the algos don't know if it's new or old. So you've learned something new. Now, I wanted to share something with you, and I actually have to thank Carla for this. Do you remember yesterday I gave you a session on she actually was paying close attention. I gave you a session yesterday on gaps, right? Yeah, Gustavo, I want to see more of his pictures. The dogs. To someone who's new, please explain what algo. Algos are robots, spiders. They're spiders, and they probe the market with shares. They basically probe to see where support and resistance is, and they see where the path to least resistance is. That's what they're doing. They're doing path of least resistance, and they basically their job is to provide liquidity and to provide liquidity and show the funds where support resistance areas are. Okay? Very, very, very important. There's no math equation here. And if there is, I don't know what it is. And they all use different equations, but it's algorithmic. Yes. It's how it's processed news, it's order flow. It's pretty complicated. I mean, what they're doing is very straightforward. How they're doing it is very complicated. And I explained to you how they do it. They know where the VWAP area is. They separate the orders into parent-child orders. They have about 100 to 200 stocks in the basket, and they know the value areas are near the VWAP or point of control areas, which are very close, and they're going to execute near those areas. They're going to execute trades near these areas. And then they're going to say, look, we executed 50,000 shares. We took us 2 days, but we executed 50,000, 100,000, 200,000 shares. But we did it, and we did it all at the VWAP. Check the price, check time and sales. And that's what they would do. Moondog says one of the notable market wizards who use key principles. Yeah, Saliba, yes. Yes. Now, Moondog, did you know that I worked with Tony Saliba here at the pit? What? Did you know that? Moondog. Did you know that me and Tony worked together here in the pit? Yes, me and Tony Saliba. Yes, that is Tony Saliba. He's one of the guys from the Market Wizards book. And I worked with him. Yes, Bodhi, on Ask the Pros. That's right. How many times was I on with Tony Saliba? About 500 times, 1,000 times. All of those sessions are recorded. Now, do you guys want me to tell you what I was doing with Tony Saliba? Tony Saliba was picking my stocks because he thought I was the best stock picker there was, and he was doing option spreads around my stock picks. So I was picking the direction, and he was picking the option. How do you like them apples, Moondog? Oh, I didn't just mention it. We were here for years, for like three. How many years was it, Matt? 3 years? It was before your time. I would say 3 years, maybe 4 years. Yeah, 2 or 3 years, guys. I worked with Tony, and it was one of the biggest things in my career to work with Tony after reading about him for years. And then when he told me privately, he's like, the back office, they take all your trades. I'm like, oh my God, I'm so happy to hear that. You mention him every time you do a webinar. That's right. Yeah, but hey, he's not just a guy from the Market Wizards book. He's actually a guy I worked with here at the pub for 2 or 3 years. Anyway, let's move on. So yesterday, yeah, I told Richard the story. Yeah. And if you dig up old videos, you'll find Tony and Tony, me, and T-Bus together too. 5 minutes on Vold is going straight up. Look at this, just going straight up. All right, so let's talk about some good stuff. So yesterday, I blew your mind away by explaining to you that gaps act as areas of support and resistance. That gaps are not what you think they are. A lot of people had a misconception. A lot of people had a misconception that gaps were areas that were like magnets. And I explained that is completely the opposite. Gaps work like high volume candles because 99.9% of the time, when you get a gap, you get a high volume candle, and a high volume candle acts as a support and resistance, my friend. So what happens is gaps act as support and resistance, and I left it at that. But there was one part that I didn't talk about that I really needed to talk about. So let me show you an example. Um, okay. See Dollar General? See this gap right here? Okay. See, when you have a gap this big, and this is something I did explain already when we launched. This is something that I've explained to you guys when we launched. What did we launch? Gap to Green. All right. Very, 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 very important. So, but I wanted to tell you is you don't look at the gap from the high of the gap. You look at the gap when you want to know if you filled the gap. You look at it from the meat of the gap, not the wick of the gap. Especially when you have a big gap like this, you go to where the meat of the move is. So in this case, if we were looking at the high of the gap, we would not be ready yet because we have, as I said yesterday, a very big point of resistance here. But we're not measuring it from here. We're measuring it from right here. That was something that I did not say yesterday, and I should have said it. So if you have a huge candle like this and a big move, you measure the move, you start measuring back into the gap area from this point right here, not from this point right here. Capiche? Hope everybody understands what I just said. Hopefully you understood what I just said. Let me get feedback to make sure that you guys understood what I just said. Where are you? Yes. Okay. All right. Carla, are you here? I wanted to make sure you understood that and you're here. And by the way, I did mention it. I did mention it when I was teaching Gap to Green. Yeah, I can get rid of the option chain on the screen, sure. All right, Carla, let me know if you got that or if you want me to clear it up a little more. That's right, Jeanette. That's exactly what it means. What about the top candle before it drops? What about it? That's history. We're here now. You wouldn't even know about this. You would only come to your attention when you're already here. Yeah, exactly. Bev says, clear it up for me. I thought I did right here. See how the candle is, the meat of the candle starts right here. See if I can make it a little, uh, I can't make it here. I could make it bigger. Hold on. See right here? The meat starts right here, not right here. You don't need to measure anything. I'm just explaining to you that if you have a big gap like this, you start here to see if you've broken it. And you want to nicely break it like this. Like a few times already, you want to go into the gap before going in. Otherwise, don't do it. Now, if we were measuring it from here, you wouldn't be ready yet, you see? See that? See, we would be at resistance right now, which was good. I'm glad Carla brought that up to me because it's a good point. But we start right here. Exactly, Steve. Exactly. You got it. You got it. So I did not mention we didn't mention it yesterday, but I did mention it in the gap to green that we look at them right here. Anyway, just wanted to make sure you guys understood that. So that's the first thing I wanted to talk about. Um, sector strength. I want to see where the sectors are right now, and I want to see where the move is right now. Now, I want to show you guys something. I show you this every single day in the morning in the free Telegram channel. What's the first thing that I point out? What sector is up or down over 1%? Notice everything is up over 1%. It's a very non-random market. Very non-random market. Okay? Extremely non-random market. And aside from that, you have T2104 all day today. So be really careful. Be careful. If you're looking to do shorts, you got to be really careful and be extremely nimble, or you're going to get your ass you're going to get your ass handed to you. So that's the second thing I wanted to talk about. The room is filling up nicely, and then the third thing I wanted to talk about is what is my people ask me this all the time. Are we topping out or breaking through resistance? We're not doing anything right now. We're moving higher against a major trend right now. Hey, Deanna, how are you? Sylvia, that's just another name for the Vold. I'm well, Art. Thank you for asking me. I'm doing well. Yeah. All right. Just wanted to make sure you guys understand all that. Look at that. Every day we get more people on YouTube. Now get 111 people on YouTube. You know, folks, the video quality is better on Zoom, but it is what it is. So I wanted to show you what my favorite technical um, pattern is. Okay. One that I use all the time. Okay. Now, I typically use this on a daily chart, but I just wanted to show it to you so you could see what I'm talking about. I like patterns that are ascending or descending, not neutral, not symmetrical. And I like ascending triangle or wedges or descending triangle or wedges. Okay. Why? Because I want to see a squeeze in volatility. And that's what you get with ascending and that's what you get with descending. But I also want to see favoritism towards one side or the other. So one of the most if you ever see me go through my morning stocks, I quite often will draw a pattern like this on them. Okay. So you will also notice that anytime you're in a triangular type of a pattern, ascending or descending, a triangular or any type of a consolidation pattern, you will also notice that your volatility levels will start coming down because you're getting into a tightening pattern. This only works on the daily time frame, Sherry. Only on a daily time frame. Okay. So you want two things you want to be near the high or near the low. You want to make sure you look to the left. You want to have nothing here to the left of you or enough distance to get to get down here. And then you want to make sure volatility is on the lower end of the range. Right now, volatility is not there yet, but we don't have a clear breakdown yet. Here. So what am I doing here? Jesus, this thing is slow today. Okay. And then tightening patterns like this. That's what you want to see. Same thing happens with quick strike. Yes. Yes. So we want to see a combination of low volatility and a consolidation pattern. Okay. Those things are very, very helpful to keep you on the right side of the market. Wanted to make sure you guys understand that. Okay. Only day time frame. All right. Let's go through some analysis. Now, as far as the upside, you've got 45 stocks making 90-day highs. Not a lot. You've got 8 stocks making 90-day low. If the market keeps doing what it's doing right now, it's gonna end up just creating a chop around here, and we're not gonna have any directional bias. Now, right now we have, hey Angie, how are you? Good to see you. Uh, Anil, I don't even know what you're talking about. So let me continue. So right now the market is extremely volatile, and you could see the bars here versus the bars here. The size is very, very different. My point here is that if the market gets very choppy, like it looks like it's getting right now, we're going to even have less opportunities. What I'm hoping for is the market picks up a direction and actually starts moving. Why isn't this thing working? Today's just not my day. So my hope is that this market starts moving, either breaks down below this level or starts breaking above this area and starts moving higher. But we don't want to stay in this area. We don't want to stay in this range. There's a lot of non-directional volatility here. And you could see right now that because we're in the middle of, we're below here, we're above here, and you could see how that translates. That translates into hardly any stocks breaking out. Now, let's take a look at the stocks breaking out. So you could see these winners, right? And I'm being extremely sarcastic. SPY is not consolidating, it's consolidating with a lot of volatility. So I don't know if it's consolidating yet. So let's look at the kind of stocks that are breaking out. Let's look at these highly speculative stocks, right, Matt? Philip Morris. Yeah, you got a speculative one there. Coca-Cola, another very speculative stock. Oh yeah, BTI. There's a winner for us. Dollar Tree, another store for big splurgers. Kroger, Dollar General, Gold, Utilities, Budweiser. Yes. Now, when the market is crap, what kind of stocks go up? Defensive stocks. Now, are there any more defensive stocks than Coca-Cola, Philip Morris, Dollar Tree, tobacco, Budweiser? I don't think so. No, no. Exactly, exactly. That's not a raging bull market. That's not a market where the mega caps are controlling. Well, maybe we missed some. Let's take a look. Utilities. Huh, Reuters. Look at that. That's pretty good, actually. Mexico, Fortis utilities company, telecommunication company. Oh yeah, yeah. We got some winners, folks. We got some winners. I am being really sarcastic for all of you who have these bullish tendencies right now. That's my 90-day high list, folks. That's the stocks that I'm supposed to get really excited about. Yeah, I didn't miss any. You're right, Richard. I didn't miss any at all. Okay. Do you see the point I'm making? It's rough out there, folks. It's rough out there. Now, with that said, I do have a list for you, and I'm going to give it to you. I was able to procure some stocks. Procure some stocks. One second. One second. Oh, I'll here. Here's what Richard posted. Here's what Richard posted. There you go. It's okay. There's what he posted. Didn't miss anything. Okay. Um, where's my list? I actually do have some stocks. I actually do have some stocks. And I'm going to give them to you right now, too. Let's get my TC2000 here. One second. Let me just organize something here. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Okay. I got my list right here. Hope you guys are ready. Volume is very low right now. Matter of fact, look, about 33 million. Very, very low. Very, very low. All right. My short list. ACHC. Let me see if I have some options on this. Hey, Boyd, how are you? Good to see you. All right, let's continue. 24. 24. What is all this? All these alerts coming. I'm getting like all these alerts coming. Sorry about that. Distractions, and more distractions. Okay. It's gotten a little too bullish, so I wouldn't be doing anything with it now. But 24 days out, 66 delta, 20 puts right here. What the hell is going on here? Like every second, somebody's blowing up my Telegram. All right. Next one is APLS at the VWAP right now. Look at that. 24 days out, 74 delta, 16. Oh, I'm at the calls. Let me go to puts. Sorry. Right here. 68, 68, 68 puts. Strike delta 67, 68, strike price 19. May 16th expiration, APLS right here. Here's our sweet spot right here. You could do the 20s too if you want. You're not going to pay that much out of them. And let me go back to the first one, ACHC. You would go right here, 2250-ish, maybe 25s right here. What is all this monkey business here?
The
Yes,
last
now
two were me.
what'd you say?
The last two are that just
No, I
happened
know
were
the
me.
last two. I'm talking about like the six before that. All right.
Looks like you have an impersonator.
Right?
No, I
ZD.
meant that's what the message was about.
I haven't even read it. I don't even know what they're posting. I'm just focused on this. So we're coming down. Is it no, right here. You know what it is? I have two different computers and they all have telegrams, so I get double the messages. That's what it is. It's just annoying, that's all. So right here, I wouldn't day trade this, but I like this as a swing. I would go 24 days out. The options are messed up. Forget it. Every pink sparkles. Every Telegram person has something going on right now. CRM still short. Hannah, I haven't looked at it right now. I haven't looked at CRM. It's not on my list right now, so I wouldn't be doing anything right now. And I told you to take profit on it yesterday. Richard says someone out there trying to be me. Oh, that's not good. Yeah, don't. I'm never going to ask you for money. I don't need your money. Please don't send me. If I ask you to wire me money, like, hey, this is Rogers. Please don't do that. I don't need your money. The last thing I want is your money. You've given me plenty of your money when you buy these services. I don't need your money. Please, I would never ask your money. I would never trade your account. I would never do any of this stuff. 28.35 as a stop. 73 delta, 27.50. Okay. All right. Uh, can I go on now? Let me go to the long side, okay? Yeah, I'm not a Bitcoin guy at all. The ETF is fine, and I like those stocks, Bodine, like MSTR and all that. Those are fine. Oh, thank you, Maria. Maria, that's great. Yeah, I would tell them all to go take a hike. All right, let's look at the long ones. Now, I really like this stock a lot in light of the fact that there are no other stocks. This is when you're on an island and you haven't seen a person in years. I'm getting a little extra happy, but I really do like how this looks. I mean, this is not an A plus setup, but and earnings, but again, I'm just throwing it out there for you, all you ultra short term traders out there. 74 delta, 155, or you could do a spread by buying the 165 and selling the 170 for $2.50 and not a penny more. Oh, a lot of these are repeaters. Uh, Ab Handy side. A lot of these are repeaters. We got Coca-Cola. Again, earnings. I just want to bring this to everybody's attention. But it's a nice, all these, by the way, these are not day trading stocks. These are all swing type of stocks. They don't have enough volatility really to make a move unless you're looking just for a very small thing there. 24 days out, 67 to 70. I'm talking about the Coca-Colas and the SFMs. 67 or 75 right here, either 72 or 71 strike price. 24 days to go, Coca-Cola. Kroger. I wouldn't be buying Kroger right now. It's overextended. I would wait for Kroger to it's kind of like it reminds me a little bit of gold. It's just a little bit overdone. I still like it, but I would prefer to buy it around here somewhere, around the 69.50 area. That's my only complaint there. Okay. Um, this stock, it's above the 100 day. It's above this level right now. It actually looks pretty good. And it's driven by crypto. And crypto right now, until the dollar goes back to above one, a lot of money is going to be going into gold and crypto. So good for you, Pink Sparkles. Good for you. Why did I choose the spread that I did, Stacy? Here's how I choose spreads. Look, I go down right here to Delta 50. I didn't choose the spread. The spread chose me. I went here. I found my anchor. My anchor was a delta of 0.50. 24 days out, anchor right here. I go to the 165, and then I want to offset it with the closest one, which is 170. I didn't pick it. It picked me. All I did was follow my rules. For a spread, I always go delta 0.50. And for outright, I always go delta 0.70. I don't choose these. They choose me. They speak to me. By right here, they're talking to me loud and clear right now. If I was doing an outright, I would be doing this one. If I'm doing a spread, I start here. And then why would I go two out? There's no reason for me to do that. They're not expensive. It picked me. Yeah, it picked me. I didn't pick it. Where can I get those rules? Johan, by coming here every day because I do the exact same thing every single day. Hannah, the chart is not super small. You don't know how to use your zoom effectively. If the chart is super small, then you go right here and you see it on YouTube. The chart is full screen. I'm only about this big and the chart is about this big. I'm using a full screen for the chart right now. Yeah, so I didn't pick the spread. I just followed two basic rules that I try to teach you every single day that we're here. Chart, but still managed to make $354 trading on the road. Thank you. You're welcome. I'll pass it on to Clyde, Alan. Thank you. I'll pass it on to Clyde. Clyde is, you guys don't understand, but Clyde is the man behind it all. Matt and I are just two prop guys, right, Matt?
That's right.
Clyde is the man
The
behind all
front
of.
man.
He makes all the magic happen. You know. Okay, let's continue. Let's continue. Clyde is the algo. Exactly. Exactly. He is Mr. Mastermind. Taught me how to trade. Walmart. I still like Walmart. Keeps poking its head above the moving average, the 50 and the 100 crossing. I like it right now. I do. I do. Now I'm biased because I own Walmart. Walmart is the only stock I have in my retirement account. It is. It is. But I sure like how it's been holding up. Now, I have it in one of our accounts. So I'm going to give it to you here as a bonus because I like it. And also, I want to show you something. If you paid attention to what I said earlier, you would have noticed something. Kind of patterns that I tell you I liked. It has to be a Scottish fold, Jeanette. It's got to be a Scottish fold. Let me explain to you the here. I'm going to show you something cool. Hold on. I'm going to show you something. My wife sent me a picture. So let me show you this picture. This is an other cat. This is my other cat. This is a Mia doing the same thing as Clyde. See? It's not just Clyde. All Scottish folds do that. There. That's Mia right there. She does it too. See? She lays like that too. So it's not just Clyde. It's a Scottish fold thing. I try to tell that to people. They don't believe me, but it's a Scottish fold thing. If you guys want your cats to like sit and stand and do all this weird stuff, get a Scottish fold. Oh, that's cool, Stacy. Thank you. So the debit spread, find the strike below the 50. Yes, exactly, Steve. Well, if you're going long, you want to go calls, you want to go higher. If you're doing puts, you want to go lower. Yeah. All right, let's continue. Walmart, WRB. WRB. I really like this stock. As a matter of fact, this may be my favorite stock today as an individual stock. I really like the stock. Look at the trend of it. Like how it's moving. It's not deviating whatsoever. By the way, Matt, did you already take profit on that trade?
Yep.
Okay, excellent. Cats do whatever they want. Good, 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 good. I like the stock a lot. I really do. I may want to take this trade. Hey, Richard, what do you think of this stock? In light of the fact that there's nothing else out there. And by the way, one of the reasons I like this stock is you see this high volume area right here? Look how it overcame that area. Remember, these areas act as support and resistance, these high volume areas, whether there's a gap or not. So see how we overpassed that area, how we're above all of this crap right here? It's pretty good. You still here, Richard? Let me know. I'm just curious to see what you think of this stock. Because I think I'm starting to get an ailment of like not being around good stocks for so long that I'm starting to see things. So I want to see, it looks beautiful and has all nice entry. Yeah. Okay. Just wanted to make sure I wasn't crazy. Because you know what happens? Like it's like being on Gilligan's Island. It's like a guy who hasn't been around women for 20 years. It's hard to judge afterwards. The stock looks beautiful. So 24 days out, 79 delta, 65 call. That's what I mean, Chris. Like, I don't even, I mean, like, I'm thinking maybe my standards have changed, because I mean, maybe I'm seeing things and maybe it's a mirage or something, but it actually doesn't look bad. It looks like it's got a double bottom here. I really do like this stock. There you go, Carlos. Don't you use the top of the candle body versus stem? Yeah, I did. I did right here. I mean, no, I just want my point here wasn't to show you the top of the body candle. It was to show you that it's above all of this garbage right here, because all of this garbage is above the candle. See what I mean? The it's above the top of the candle and all of the and this part is above all of this. Anyways, I really do like the stock. 24 days out, 67 delta, 67.50 call. It's a very nice looking stock. It really is. No, I didn't say. Yes, I did say 79 delta. I did, Jeanette. I did. What do you know? I did 79 delta. You can also do 67 delta. It's pretty close to 70. Remember, it's a ballpark. It's not hard. No one's going to slap you with a ruler on your hand if you get it wrong. But ideally, you want to be around 70. So this one has about 25% implied volatility. But this one has almost nothing. This one has like 15%. Look, this is all intrinsic. So you're not really paying that much premium for this 65 call. Okay. What about the very low volume on the options? I don't care about the low volume on the options. I care about the spread on the options. Parker, that's something I've been saying from day one. You see, look at the spread. It's 20 cents. You could work with this market maker. You could work with this market maker. Don't look at volume, look at the spread. I always tell you guys the same thing. I've been saying this literally since day one. Okay. I've been saying that since day one. It's not worth it, Dan. I would do something like that if implied volatility was really high and or if the option was over $10. Don't really see a need for that. I don't see the necessity for that. And also we're not expecting a huge move, so debits just regulars may be better. It's no right and wrong. It's just in my opinion, you don't need it here. Why not the 88? You could do the 88. It's a little spready. I mean, you could do the 88. That's fine. My Here's what I say. So Johan, I always say a minimum delta of 70, around 70, which means, 67, 68, 69, 72. You could do 88. It's just more expensive. You can never go wrong by going deeper in the money. The problem is liquidity gets really low when you go too deep in the money. And you're starting to get to that point, which means you're going to pay a little more for the spread on the way in and on the way out. Again, I'm just trying to teach you. It's not a science. It's an art, and you got to remember that. Let me just quickly check on the SPY. Oh, nice, nice, good. I'll be able to gauge. I'll be able to tune out off with you guys, and I'll be able to gauge some strength on those. So now let me tell you what my next step is. So you see how the SPY peaked out around here, and we've been going down. So right now, I'm going to give it a little more time. But if I see us peaking out and kind of bottoming out, which I think we're going to do, I'm going to look at my list of longs, and I'm going to see which stock is still up here. So right now, this one is the only one I see. So look at the SPY. Look at this, right? Now look at WRB. Now let's look at the rest of the stocks on our list. No, following the SPY. Nope, following this, even worse than the SPY. Nope, nope, maybe, maybe. Yeah, that looks pretty damn good right there. But this one looks the best. Does anybody disagree with me? Do you guys now look at the SPY? We've been going up, and then the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 candles, 35 minutes, we've been going down. Which of my stocks on my long list have not been going down the last 30 something minutes? Going down, down, straight down, or actually going down before that, actually going up right now. It's actually getting a little stronger. So I don't know if I want to exclude this because it's actually been going up. It was actually going down when the SPY was breaking up. So technically, this is still in play. Um, no, maybe, definitely, yes. Not only has it been maintaining the strength, it's actually been a little extra crispy, a little bullish. Want to make sure you guys understand what I'm saying. Bob says, Bob, do you let me? It's a good question. I want to repost it for everybody. Here, let me. Yep, definitely. WRB's the best. Bob says, Roger, for the new people who you use Delta or longs, what do you use on through for Delta in an option? I'm assuming you mean for shorts. Same thing. Same. Do you on any thought for Delta in an option? Same thing. Yeah. Same thing, Bob. 70. Nothing changes. Same thing. Same thing. No, all good. Same thing. And it had earnings yesterday. So if I was a picking man right now, I would say WRB, relative strength. All right, folks, I am going to be going live with a bunch of guys, including Jack Carter, Lance Ippolito, Alex Reed, Nate Tucci, Alex Reed, Jamie Dlugosh. I don't even know who he is. I haven't seen Jack Carter in a while. I haven't seen Tucci in a while. Going to be nice to say hi to those guys. Here's a couple of links for you. Here's that. Here's that. Here's the link for that. Don't miss out. It'll be fun. And oh yeah, I wanted to ask you guys, for those of you who have been in the trading zone, not alpha zone, trading zone, how has it been for you guys since we adjusted with, with the implied volatility, since we adjusted with the E-minis? How has it been working out for you? Let me know. I'm curious. Works for me. I like it better. I love it. Very good. Good. Wait, pullback. Just got them. Good. E-minis too confusing. Wow. Cherry says up. Waiting for on AMP approval. Good. Let's see. Freaking amazing. All right. Thank you, Richard. Still paper trading, but signal fills are so. Still paper trading. Signals and fills are so on. Thank you, Carl. So on. Thank you. Fun after the adjustment. Good. So everybody's been happy. Good. I'm happy. I'm trying with a small account. Good. Stu says good. Good. Have not used it. Keep using SPY successfully. Okay. Like it, only 3 and need to move money over, up $8,500. Love it. Good, Richard. Good. Doing it. Looked at E, scared me. Overnight leverage surprised me a bit. It's do MES. If ES surprises you, do MES. Okay. All right. I'm glad. Everybody, Roger making good money. Good. I'm glad to hear that. Good, Michael. So happy to hear that. E-minis are less complicated, either buy or sell. No, yeah, no option to choose from. I have in my and so I just want you guys to know I am going to have more classes in the trading zone. I wanted to wait for us to get a little more assimilated, and I wanted to wait for the options for volatility to slow down. So I'm going to be doing a lot more sessions, and I may even do a live trading session in there. But we've got at least 2 to 4 more hours of live sessions, which will include e-minis in the trading zone chat. Just wanted to let you know that. Taxes too high? Oh, Miles, yes. Yeah, well, Miles, you get taxed 40, 60, 40 on ES, and you get taxed 100% on SPY. Brian says, I'm loving it. Switching to Ninja Trader, easier for MES. Are you going to make the trading zone adjustment to Alpha Zone? What adjustment, John? You just put in E-mini, you just put the ticker for E-minis there. You just change the ticker symbol. I don't have to make any adjustment. Just change the ticker symbol. Okay. Just put forward slash ES. And that's the adjustment right there. Remember, we made it from the ground up for e-minis. All right. All right. I'm glad. That's good. That's great. Only one person was confused. Whoever was confused about e-minis, please send me an email and I'll unconfuse you. It'll be very, very easy. And I will see you guys. Yeah, Ninja Trader's great. Amp Futures is great. If you guys don't like any of those, I can give you 100 others. All right. All right. I'll see you guys in the round table. Matt, thank you, sir. And I will see you all later. Bye bye. Sayonara. I'll
Bye,
see you guys
everyone.
later. Thanks, guys. We had a nice normal session here. Bye, guys. Bye, Brian. Take care. Take care. Good to see you. Oh, and I think, Matt, you published the Alpha Zone, the tool, right? The scanner and all that? Trading View for Pro Trader Dashboard and Alpha Zone?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. All right.
Yep.